Hello, today we're introducing our partner stores from across the UK, meeting the people behind them and showing what makes Fully Charged the market leader in premium e-bikes.
The surprise of what an e-bike is like to ride is the one thing that takes everybody by surprise, and how it doesn't feel like riding an electric vehicle. It feels like you've got electric legs. It feels like it's turbocharged your legs.
The classic saying is the e-bike smile, isn't it? Could you just tell us a little bit about why you think it's important to go premium when shopping for an e-bike? Because there's so many options out there.
Reliability is so important. For my workshop business, I get so many phone calls from people who have bought unreliable cheap bikes saying they're not working. Can you fix them? Can you repair them? And there's nowhere to start. I just don't do it. So if you buy quality, you're going to have reliability.
Could you just tell us a little bit about how you've seen the family cargo bike transform the lives of customers that have bought one?
The school run is the big thing. And I think the school run is such a nice story, because not only does it make the school run more fun and easier with congestion and parking, but also it teaches your children to adopt an active lifestyle earlier and have bikes are a cool thing to get around with.
Do you find that most customers tend to know what they're after when they come by, or do you have to kind of guide them through the process?
I would say it's a real mixture. I have knowledgeable people who've done their research, or when someone's never ridden anything before, it feels like a fresh canvas,
a life-changing experience.
It's good. I like imparting knowledge in that way.
What would you say are the biggest misconceptions about e-bikes?
Biggest misconception, I think there's two. One of them is weight. I have lots of customers come in and say, "Oh, I want a lightweight e-bike," and we've got lightweight e-bikes. But then they ride a heavier weight bike and realise that the heavier weight bike actually rides nicer than the lightweight bike. And I think you're riding a Reese & Mullen, that's a really good example. Reese & Mullens are heavy, and they're heavy because they've got heavy tyres, heavy inner tubes, heavy wheels. The frames are built really robust so they don't flex.
But the riding experience of that is so stable, and you can tell how premium the bike itself is.
And that's the thing, it's a real confidence inspirer to ride.
So I just wanted to ask you about e-bike adoption and how you think we can boost e-bike adoption in the UK.
Yeah, I mean, e-bikes are the brilliant answer to a question that not enough of us are asking, aren't they? And I think we need to get more people to try them. I think test rides are really important, because I think once you try one, you realise just how good they are. I really believe there's an e-bike for everybody, and they come in so many shapes and sizes. The premium e-bikes that we sell are such good quality that there is an answer for every need. I personally believe that premium represents the best value for money. A premium e-bike, such as the ones we sell, not only work brilliantly on day one, but because they have better components and they're built better, they'll continue to be working brilliantly many years into the future. And in terms of value for money, that means that you're going to use the bike more because it's going to be enjoyable, reliable, and perform well over the whole course of its life, rather than just the day it leaves the showroom.
But how does the e-bike in general transform somebody's day-to-day life, and what differences can people expect from the traditional bike?
I think you find when you have an electric bike, riding a bike's always a great idea, right up to the minute you want to go and do it. And then the hill gets in the way, or it's wet, or you're short of time. But putting a motor under your bum just makes all that stuff go away. The ease of using an e-bike when cycling is an option for you is, I don't know how to describe it any better than that really, it makes the whole thing much less onerous and it makes it enjoyable.
There's so many amazing stories, isn't there? I mean, I've recently bought an e-bike for my dad, and he's somebody that's had a knee operation, and he's just, always loved cycling.
You didn't buy that from me?
No, we didn't. This was about 3 years ago.
And I'm in catchment.
But actually, it's just completely changed his life. He was getting very lazy. I mean, with the knee operation, he just couldn't find a way to get back onto an analog bike in the hilly area that he lives in. But this e-bike has just completely transformed his life, and it's just testament to you know, like you say, the customer of the age that you're selling bikes to, how it can just transform their lives completely.
Yeah, it's not exclusively older people, obviously, but as I said, the ease of use an e-bike presents somebody with who isn't a lifelong cyclist. It takes away the knee pain and it takes away the bum ache. You know, it just makes the whole thing much more enjoyable. And you have to look forward to riding a bike. It can't become a chore. And I think that's the thing that people that don't have e-bikes and don't want an e-bike don't appreciate. We don't always sell the most expensive bike we can, obviously. People come to us and we sometimes surprise them with, well, you may have thought that was a good idea, and maybe it is, by all means have it, but how about this?
I think that's a massive part, isn't it, to the retail experience at Fully Charged, is that often people will come in with a preconceived idea of, I need this bike for this experience, whereas actually part of your skill and role is matching them with the correct bike that you believe fits their purpose in the right way.
We've done this for over 6 years now. Athletic bike rider in my past, so you kind of know how bike fits need to look on people.
Yeah.
And when people look at sizing charts, they think, oh, I'm a large. It doesn't really make much difference what the sizing chart said. It's how the bike feels under you, and that again, that's such an important part of buying a bike.
So I wanted to talk to you, Tristan, a bit about the bikes that you stock at Fully Charged Silverstone. So I mean, we're really lucky to have such a curated range of brands at Fully Charged that have been tried and tested over the years. Particularly this brand, Reese and Muller, but I know you're a big fan of Moustache as well, and we've got some really nice folding bikes in the range. Do you want to just talk us a bit through the choice of bikes at the store and why you think those bikes are the key e-bikes in the market right now?
I think we're Fully Charged, as Ben will tell you, he spent a long time trying different brands, and the brands that we've settled on are mostly brands that only make electric bikes. So it's that's a differentiator in itself. These are specialised brands making a specialised product for a specialist application, and that's quite an easy thing to pitch to people as a difference between us and maybe other brands that try and do everything.
You know, if you're in a little village or hamlet, it can be quite nerve-wracking if you've never ridden a cargo bike before to, you know, go in and out of the windy lanes and stuff.
I can tell you now, it won't be anywhere near as nerve-wracking as riding through London like we are at Rush Hour. We're getting overtaken by about 100 cargo bikes as we ride.
But actually, you know, in London, because of the infrastructure, I would much rather ride a bike through London than drive.
Absolutely, 100%. I actually got the tube here this morning, and I can tell you now, this is a lot more pleasant than getting the tube. Absolutely. Having my head buried in somebody's armpit for half an hour. So, can you just talk us through the Score and Challenge a bit, and kind of how the idea came about?
So initially we piloted it in November 2024. Yeah. Which actually, you know, typically is not a strong season for cycling. Obviously, it's getting colder outside, so we wanted to do something fun that would engage families and get them on cargo bikes. So we set it up as a bit of a challenge. So we would challenge families to book in to have a cargo bike on us for a week, get rid of the second car, or not use the car at all, and you know, just see how they got on with it, to do the school run, to go and do you know, grocery shopping, you know, and it was a real success for us. Actually, I mean, we did it for 9 weeks, and we had a family every week for those 9 weeks. They booked up straight away, and 8 of those 9 families ended up buying a bike.
Yeah, I think that's massive testament to how important it is for the customer to actually try the bike before they go on to buy it, because, you know, the immediate difference in lifestyle change from actually, you know, doing that school run in the car, sat in traffic like we are now, to actually having that family cargo bike to take the kids in. And not only is it saving you time, it's saving you money over sort of 2 to 3 years of driving the car. Yeah. But it's also the quality time with your kids. Like, given that you've recently had a newborn, that's probably really important to you.
Absolutely.
Thanks for watching. If you're interested in an electric bike for yourself, book online at fullycharged.com.
Be sure to check out the rest of the videos on our channel for more tips stories and bike insights.
If you're thinking of an e-bike or just want some information, come down to one of the stores, have a chat with us.
If you have any questions about our e-bikes or anything related to them, drop them in the comments below.
Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you soon. Enjoy the ride.